there's been a lot of talk lately about the cancellation of Mortal Kombat content. I think that it was inevitable. I think that even if they put out more, they sure as hell took out a bit of the content that they would put out. So if we got like, let's say 100 units, if everything worked out and panned out fine, now we're gonna get 80, let's say, or 70 at best. I'm sure that this is true, especially since I played the game actually, and I see that the queues are, you don't really find a lot of people. I just noticed that, and I was like, how is this gonna pan out in the future? Like, I already wait like 2 minutes to get into a match, you know? And it's Combat League in the beginning of the season when a new character came out that was very, very hype. So what's gonna happen in the future? This was inevitable. I saw it, especially in Season 3 and Season 2 and 4. Personally, myself, in Season 4, I kinda quit. And I saw it. The people are bored. They don't have anything to do. The gameplay is repetitive and it's a fighting game. It's a well that dries very soon. You cannot milk it a lot of times, you know, and these greedy companies, you know, they like to milk the cow even when it's dead, you know, like they milk it dry. So I think that it's a more healthier approach for the company and for the consumer to cut the production and work on the sequel. But my biased opinion is I really like Mortal Kombat 1. It was the first Mortal Kombat and fighting game that I took seriously, even though I didn't play a lot of them. I played very little, like a few matches with my friends of MKX. I got my ass handed with a guy that played Kitana, you know, and he just did the fan thing, you know, like he did the projectile and beat me, and I was so annoyed. And I played the MK11. I just knew how to play Kitana, and I was like very much of a beginner, like I was dog shit. So I only started to actually play in Mortal Kombat 1, so this is very biased of me, but I really like the cameo system. Sure, you could say that the cameo system is fucked up because you cannot have, if you have how many there are, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's 20 cameos. If you have 20 cameos and each of them opens up new combo routes, then when a character comes out you will have a lot of downtime between the optimal and the best cameos and the best formation to play the character as, you know, but that's, honestly I like that because it emphasizes the player's intuitiveness. So I was playing Ghostface with Chameleon at first, you know, then I tried Motaro because you could teleport and make it safe when you teleport, so you could like catch them. Then I was like, man, this doesn't work. Serena, I don't like Serena, let's try Mavado, and Mavado ended up to be the best character. Then I figured out that you can restand from another stream, and here is my fully built, you know, like my full build with a few combos down the route that I figured out. But I really like the fact that I can experiment. It's like having multiple characters or mini differentiations between the characters. You know how it was in MK11 with different special moves between the characters, but still, I understand that people have gripes with it because it's very hard to think about, you know, especially like I see people that like just use Serena, and of course like it's very simple to use Serena. It's brain dead and it's brain rot, you know, like you don't have to do anything. Or you can use Chameleon. I suggest to use Chameleon instead of Serena, or Sub-Zero to get the shield and to ignore projectiles if you played previous games, but you are not here to listen to that, are you? What I want to say is I understand that people have gripes with this cameo system because at first I also was annoyed because I have to hit it at the same time, so you have to multitask, you know, you have to divide up your attention between doing the cameos. But once you get the muscle memory, it will not be difficult, you know. Like in the past, if you look at MKX combos, like they're really difficult. What I see, I don't know, I haven't played like the actual game very well, but they seem difficult. But before it was more intuitive because if you wanted to play Predator, you just had Predator. You couldn't play Predator and Kano and that changes his playstyle, you know, or you couldn't play Serena Predator and that changes his playstyle. You could just play Predator and that's it. You know, you had a few variations on him, but there wasn't a lot you could do about it. But I do think that the game gets a lot of hate. I saw that they are unhappy, people are unhappy with the DAI stuff, especially with the changes of gender for Cyrax and Sector. Like, people are saying, oh, I want the old, like, masculine, like, Sectors back, and I saw a few memes that they're gonna make Jade male or stuff like that. Like, I think, like, sure, I can understand the mining canary problem when I see one, but what I have more gripes with is, as I said, the game, like, it takes a lot of time to fix stuff. The Ghostface Infinite still works. Why hasn't it been patched? The Sub-Zero, when he's in the corner, you still have to do, like, it still flips the stage when you try to clone, you know? So you do Ice Ball and you get full comboed. I know it's like, just learn to do it, but why is it like that? It's not intuitive. It shouldn't be like that. There are a few attacks that are stupid. Ashra's low is stupid, you know, the 2-2 low. It's stupid. The Kenshi back 2, I think it's overhead. That's also stupid. It doesn't look like an overhead. Johnny Cage is bonkers. Again, it's like stupid. Gira's got buffed even though he doesn't have to. Again, like, I can understand why players are upset. And me myself, I haven't played as much. The gripes that more casual audiences have, that I have talked to, is that there aren't a lot of things to do that you can punish zoners with. Especially since you cannot change character. Like, when I play Ghostface, I'm like, if I played Omni-Man or Noob Saibot, I would beat this camper to a pulp. But I can't change it, I can only change the cameo, and that doesn't help a lot, you know? Especially in some matchups, you know? Like, if I get zoned by a Quan Chi, anti-zone character will, cameo will not help me a lot, you know? So, yeah, sure. I think, and this is my personal opinion, in the next season, they should add the ability to change character in Combat League. That will be very helpful when you're playing, like, I want to play a new character in Combat League. I'm sick of playing Omni-Man all the time. So, I want to play Ghostface or Noob Saibot. But sometimes, I want to win the match, you know? And I don't want to play like a dipshit. So, I put on, like, Ghostface and I'm like, oh, if I could switch to Omni-Man just to win against this guy. I just want to win, you know? And I can understand the problems because it would be like, you could just change your character, but what's the problem with that? Sure, a few people are gonna abuse it, like, let's say a noob loses to, like, a Sub-Zero Serena, and then the guy just switches to Shang Tsung and Serena and just zones you out. Sure, but you can also counterplay, you know, if you win, because that assumes that you have beat him around, you know? So if he beats you around, you can also do the same thing. So I think it will just be an overall benefit to be able to change characters in Combat League. And I can understand some of your favorite characters aren't good. Scorpion isn't top tier. Sub-Zero isn't top tier. And I can understand that people do not like that. They want their main characters there. Like, there are people who play, like, I personally want to play Kitana for the whole games, but I can't, because Kitana, I don't like how she plays. She feels rigid in this game. But in MK11 I liked how she played, so I played her. But now I cannot play her, and I can completely understand the frustration. You want to play Sub-Zero, you have played him since MKX or MK9. You played him when you were little and you were fighting with your friend that Sub-Zero is better, not Scorpion. You had that thing, you know. I can understand that, and that's understandable, and I think that's a very big flaw on Netherrealm's part, you know, especially since a lot of these favorites of the people are very slow. And I think they're overcorrecting for the mistake they did in MK11 because Scorpion was really OP. But I don't think this is a good change. And these problems all led to the fact that people are unhappy with the game, and that's why Netherrealm possibly decided to cut the content, and that is completely understandable. I do wish this game would last more. I have fun with it. I used to be a World of Warcraft player, so I'm used to eating shit, you know, so I don't mind eating shit every once in a while, but I have grown. When I'm eating shit, I just get up from the table and I go away, you know, especially when there's no, like, I don't know, like, good stuff, you know, next to the shit, you know, like you're just eating slop. Then, of course, you get up and you walk away, but that doesn't have to be true. And I think if you seek out a community, players to play with, King of the Hill, private matches, you'll be way more happy. And that's the tip that I want to give you. Play with your friends, don't play Combat League if you are not happy with the state of the game. Because at least with your friends, if your friend plays Zoner, if he pisses you off, you can just log out. Of course you can do that with Combat League, but the competitive aspect of it is way harder to stop. I have been happy with the game lately. I love Ghostface. I like the character. I have gotten a few players that, two players that have done the infinite on me. Most of them were bad. Like I didn't have I didn't get the infinite done on me. A friend was playing Combat League and I was watching, and in rank 2 people are doing infinites. That's pathetic. In rank 2 I could play a character I have never played before and I could get at least rank 3 just with pokes and grabs, literally. So these people, they're pathetic. And the fact that Netherrealm hasn't fixed this and fixed these problems with gameplay, that's king! Gameplay is king! If you do not fix gameplay, you lose your audience. That's what matters. I am playing Silent Hill right now. I'm working on a video for it. The maneuverability of the character is rough, and it's hard, and it's heavy. How can I say this? It's clunky, and that's annoying me, you know? It doesn't have a lock on. That's annoying me. But I can put up with it because the story and the art direction is good. But this is a gameplay-oriented game. A fighting game is a straight-up gameplay-oriented game. That's what you're supposed to fix. It's not a story game. So please, just share this with other people. Spread the sentiment and these remarks. If you agree, please leave a comment. I have a small community. I see everything, and I have a non-existential community at all. I have 36 views on my last video, so everything you write I see. Write it down, say your opinions. I will talk about it in my next video. Anyway, I'm glad you watched this video. If you watched it, click subscribe, like, distribute it. I need more views. I want to monetize this. Please help me out. Anyway, I'm done begging. I'm really glad. If you watched it this far, I thank you dearly, and take care and have a nice day.
Fishing simulator for fishing simulator, farming simulator for you. Because you are very patient, very camper. 500 wins like this doesn't count. You should go practice mode. If you spend that much time in practice mode, you would be actually good player, not this camper.